Former Commissioner of Police Alan Wylie retired to private life on January 8th, albeit against his wishes of riding off into the sunset on his own terms. The career law enforcement officer took up the baton from his predecessor in January 2013, on the heels of the most murderous year in Belize's history. Since then, he has fought an uphill battle in attempting to curb an ever-increasing crime rate, while his efforts, despite the seemingly endless criticism he faced as ComPol, were, at best, a mixed bag. Crime-fighting measures were introduced during his tenure that actually worked, but there were also others that weren't as effective in arresting the bane that continues to affect all Belizeans.
I developed and introduced precinct policing to Belize, which continues today. I developed and established the concept of regional commands to improve supervision, accountability, and services, which are still in effect today. I decentralized decision-making process from the police headquarters and placed it in the hands of regional, divisional, and formation commanders to allow for greater efficiency on the ground. During my tenure, we grew the Belize Police Department from 2013 to 2016 by an additional 1,000 officers. Unfortunately, from 2017 and 18, we did not get any additional numbers.
Growth in human resources notwithstanding, the perennial challenge for any commissioner, past or present, has been to mitigate excessive levels of crime and violence. It is a situation that newly appointed ComPol Williams is confronted with.
We are going to focus on 3 areas to address the crime issue: gangs, domestic violence, and nightclubs. When we look at our murder rates, the 3 major causes of murders last year were gangs, domestic violence, and disputes that starts at nightclub and end up in fatalities. So if we want to make a dent, we have to focus on those 3 areas.
To Wylie's credit, he was instrumental in putting together an anti-gang task force to address the rising issue of organized crime. Its efficiency, however, is yet to be fully tested, given the spate of gang-related incidents that continue to be recorded.
During my 6 years in command, we took over 1,048 firearms off the streets of Belize across this entire country. And we took 15,944 assorted rounds of ammunition from across this country. From 2013 to 2016, crime was reduced from the high of 2,772 major incidents to, as I indicated, at 2018, 1,371 incidents, a reduction of 1,401 major incidents, or 50.5%. So tell me, how could I have been ineffective? As I said, there was a coordinated media campaign by persons, and that was well known.
The outgoing ComPol may not have been as media-friendly as his successor. The impression, nonetheless, that he was an inadequate leader is widely held, despite his accomplishments.
In 2018, I would opine that the Belize Police Department had a very successful year under my leadership. The successes the Belize Police Department enjoyed whilst I was in command was not solely of my making. As a leader, I identified problems, developed solutions with my management team, I identified persons with the capacity, and I empowered those persons to go out and to deliver, to get the job done.
Among the 600-plus officers who came up within the ranks of the department under Wylie's leadership is his replacement. In acknowledging what works, ComPol Williams says that some strategies will remain intact going forward.
We have met, myself and my management team. We're putting together the crime-fighting strategy, not throwing out what Mr. Wylie have started, because what he did was a good one. We're going to build on that and see what we can do to be able to ensure that we come up with the right recipe to attack the crime problem. No matter what we do, we cannot stop all murders, but we are going to ensure that we do our best to reduce the murder rate in Belize.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.